September 28th, 2021. This is my R. Kelly commentary. It's my R. Kelly commentary, okay? Alright, he was found guilty, and he'll never see the light of day, more likely, okay? And even if he does, there's a shitload of charges waiting for his ass, should he wiggle free of that, which is unlikely, because he doesn't have the wealth of a certain comedian and shit, you know? His funds have been depleted and shit for the most part, you know? And yeah, as you can see, I have a black screen right here. It won't stay that way. It won't stay that way, right? Because, you know, the black screen is symbolic of the black band I wear on my arm and shit. And it's not specifically for R. Kelly and shit. It's for due process and shit. You know, it's for that Dred Scott of 2021 and shit. This motherfucker was in jail for a long ass motherfucking time and shit. But like everybody else, and you know, just put it in perspective, motherfucking Kyle Rittenhouse, he fucking dropped off the face of the map after killing two motherfuckers and shit, and just popped right back up, and he's not in any trouble whatsoever and shit, okay? Not in any trouble whatsoever. And I ain't gonna, you know, it's apples and oranges, right? I want to be childish about this and shit. But I want to say that all the bitches that was mad that Bill Cosby got out after doing the minimum 3 years of a 10-year sentence and shit, wrongfully accused, by the way, you know, they have something they can be happy about. That fucking Nestle Crunch, Bim Grimm looking motherfucker, Tarana Burke, she got something to be happy about. Bussy Sponge nigga, Mark Lamont Hill got something to be happy about. Any other of these bitches got something to be happy about and shit. And I want to say that, you know, whatever. You know, it's between R. Kelly and God, ultimately. You know, well, just how guilty he is, actually, okay? Just how guilty he is and shit, you know? Fuck it, I don't care about being politically correct. I don't give a shit. Because I feel like due process was just like shitted on and shit. This mostly because, you know, black men are the bottom rung of this bitch ass society. Alright, we're the bottom of the barrel, legally speaking. Alright? Legally speaking and shit. They spend so much time trying to keep us down and shit. But let's not talk about that either. Okay, R. Kelly did a bunch of shit. He did a bunch of shit, right? Supposedly he had sex with an underage girl and peed on her in a sex video I've never seen, thankfully, and never will see. He screwed a bunch of people and also gave head to a teenager. He gave head to him, man. R. Kelly sucked that man's dick and shit. Alright, according to this recent trial and shit, right? And so he's guilty on sex trafficking and some RICO charges, some bunch of other shit. They really got in deep with this shit. They was not gonna let another, like, motherfucker OJ, they wasn't gonna have, like, OJ get away with the shit, even though they got him later. They wasn't gonna have Bill Cosby get away with the shit. And they definitely wasn't gonna have R. Kelly make a fucking, you know, a trio of the shit. You know, do the Mexican hat trick, you know, no offense to those persons of color. Alright? So, I just want to say, I don't know shit about the music industry today and shit, but I know a lot of you niggas. Y'all better start looking around at all the people up under you, all the hangers on, all your entourage. You better start calling up some fucking security companies and shit, right? You better get your shit together, okay? You better start making some calls and doing some background checks, okay? You got some bunch of bitches up under you. You gotta clean that up, man. You better start looking through your phone and seeing who knows shit about you, whatever. Cause no black man with any amount of money is leaving this shit clean, according to Eddie Griffin. All right. Now R. Kelly's gonna be locked the fuck away, and then some asshole the fucking company is gonna be making money off his music. So every time you download an R. Kelly song, you're gonna pay some white person and shit, okay? Some white person is gonna be stepping in the name of love to the fucking merchant window at the bank and shit, okay? And you know who he has to blame for mostly? The black community. You know, all his little shitty homeboys his supposed security, you know, and all the bitches that were sitting up under him. They're coming up in this mansion, all laying up with him and shit. Okay, I'm not talking about the people that was in his videos. They were paid performers. I'm talking about all these bitches that he got, you know, all these women that he put luxury. He threw pearls before so much swine. It should have been called, his mansion should have been called the pig farm instead of the chocolate factory and shit. All right, threw swines, and you know, it was just sad to see and shit, you know, because like his two girlfriends, you know, supposed girlfriends that went on the TV and gave Gayle King the business. Later on, one of the bitches was stealing his fucking golden records and shit. She was stealing his music awards and shit, went on her way out and shit. The other chick was trying to stop her and shit. I don't know what happened to the other chick. Maybe she dunked on him too and shit. But this is fucked up, man. He had a shitty lawyer too. He had sitting his ass in jail. He sitting his fucking ass in jail and shit. I'm like, damn, what the fuck? Did they look at R. Kelly's phone records and see that he called the dude to burn that bitch's car? I mean, you know, did anybody do that shit? Like, check phone records? And what about all these fucking parents that left their children in his care? They left their young daughters. What motherfucker leaves his young daughters in the care of a guy who has already had escaped a pedophile trial? All right? Who does that? And what the fuck, man? What's up with his fucking wife, man? She ain't shit, okay? She ain't shit. She didn't have nobody's back. She didn't have the alleged victim's back, or her husband, or her children and shit. And what about Sparkle? She don't get no fucking charges? She don't get no fucking charges. It's her niece. It's her niece. She should get some sex trafficking laws. And if the niece was from another state, she should get all that shit. She should be catching fire. There's no information whether she took a plea bargain or nothing. What about the parents of the girls that were saying that he kidnapped the women and shit into his mansion? That shit wasn't true. The chicks gave a fucking interview and talked to the cops and everything and shit. You know? And then the chick went to backstab them and shit. I'm like, well, you know, what about the parents then? You know? What about the parents of all these? They should be looking at his bank records and shit, right? The FBI should go into his bank records, see who he made payments to, and there should be a shitload of charges coming. There ain't gonna be no fucking charges coming, man. For all these disgusting people, these bottom feeders. They've seen their last payday. That'll just be a feeding frenzy amongst the roaches for whatever little crumbs left and shit. There ain't many and shit. I've been cracking jokes this whole time. I said, you know, the whole time R. Kelly was in there, he just need to hold his shit together. You know, keep his shit together. And, you know, I thought like he should be trying to record an album while he was in jail and shit. You know? But I think it's fucked up. So he's in jail. And, you know, whatever. It's between him and God, right? I really can't say in this corrupt, you know, justice system and shit. Because, you know, politically speaking, every time we ask for fucking reparations, these bitches in the government always start talking about the criminal justice system. So I really can't trust it. It's not correct. And, you know, it's not good for my people. And I really can't say what happened. Maybe they fucked up, you know? And also, nobody brings up the fact that supposedly, according to him, according to family members and everything, the criminal in question, R. Kelly, was molested by an older sibling. Was molested. Where the fuck is she at? Is she in jail? Has anyone ever tried to bring her to justice? No? Suppose not. Guess she'll be okay and shit, wherever the fuck she is. Yeah, R. Kelly's sister took him and made him a man against his will. You know? And thinking she probably did the other brother too. Who knows? Is she gonna get some Me Too action there? Fuck no, she ain't. That shit is not designed for shitty women and shit. You dumbass sisters, you'll understand. You're the bottom of the barrel too in their world. You're the bottom of the barrel. You drive the machine down here in the slave quarters with your bullshit, your duplicity, your betrayal, you know, your bullshit, okay? Now, I don't give a fuck. If he's guilty of shit. But I just want to say, you know, nobody should be having, like, a lot of these music people in the music industry, all this shit, except certain people, they really shouldn't have an entourage, okay? They really shouldn't have a number of people around them and shit like that, you know? Don't play it like that, you know? I hope all you rap motherfuckers, y'all better clean your shit up, okay? Now, no, you know, Drake better watch out because this shit fits he look like he might be up for some shit, you know? He's known as a ladies' man. Drake better watch out. He's sitting in court next year looking at Naomi Sharon or some shit, you know? And a bunch of other bitches. Oh, man. So, yeah, you know, the Pied Piper will be playing behind bars. You know, who knows? They might even stick him in a Supermax and shit. Because he's black and he has a penis and shit. And he's a straight man. He has put that shit in many women and shit, okay? He's put shit in many women. I don't know what the fucking deal is or whatnot, you know? I just think that Sparkle should catch some charges and shit for human trafficking of her own, I guess, niece. I guess Sparkle should catch that charges, man. She ain't gonna catch no fucking charges. When is Sparkle gonna go to court, okay? When is Gayle King gonna have a sit down with her and ask her why she wasn't looking over her fucking, you know, looking out for her niece? She didn't give a fuck about that niece. That's nasty, man. That's nasty. She sold her fucking blood. She sold her flesh and blood, her family, to a motherfucking shit, okay? For what? For baubles, for shit. This is what I always talk about. When you hear these sisters talking about shit, they ain't never talking about nothing spiritual. They ain't never talking about no building nothing together. They always talking about tangibles. They want cash. They want jewels. They want fancy vacations. They want houses. They want cars. They want to fucking, you to buy them an ass and shit and make some titties too. You know, and a bunch of other shit and hair care product and all this shit. Give them a business and it's going to be a fucking like beauty-based business or something. It's going to be some self-service shit that don't do nothing in the community. The Pied Piper is in jail, okay? Hey, you motherfuckers, y'all start picking over his grave like, you know, like that fucking shit, like fucking Christmas Carol, man. Y'all pick over his little corpse like the Scrooge and shit, okay? Y'all pick over that, you little roaches, you fucking vermin. You disgust me, okay? I'm disgusted. That's why, you know, the screen is black.